Howdy, Grace Lake North. It's been a minute.
And welcome to a new semester of Night's News.
I'm Q Atkinson.
And I'm Emery Zunza. And we have the news that matters to North.
So, let's go!
This time of year, you never know what the weather's going to be like.
That's right. It could be cold or really cold.
That means snow and something rough driving conditions.
Sam, Anthony, and Evie provide us with some winter driving tips.
I'm Anthony Polito, and today we're going to be talking about driving in the snow, slush, and ice.
Some important tips for being safe when it comes to driving in these winter conditions are: first, before you begin driving, remove all ice and snow from your vehicle to improve visibility. You should also check your tires while you're out there. Next, make sure you have your headlights turned on. They're not for you, but to help the other drivers see you. Once you start driving, drive slow and steady, leaving a little more following distance than usual. If your vehicle does not have anti-lock braking systems, remember to pump your brakes to stop fast. Now let's see what this expert has to say on the topic.
So when you're driving in the snow, you just need to slow down. Be careful as you go around corners, as you hit the brakes, because once you start sliding, there's really no coming back, and you're going to be stuck, and then you're pushing your car out of a ditch. So slow down and be safe.
Remember to stay safe in these winter conditions.
This is Anthony, Sam, and Evie signing off.
Good advice. Let's be safe out there.
When it comes to the student theater, it doesn't get any bigger than the Theater Fest.
Some students from our own Green Room Theater group attended recently. Caitlin has the story.
Hello, Knights. Welcome back to Knights News. My name is Caitlin Woolner, and today I will be interviewing students who participated in Theater Fest this year.
So Theater Fest is basically a 3-day conference. So basically for 3 days, there's a bunch of different workshops people can do, and there's a bunch of shows people can see, and it's all kind of this gigantic festival based around theater. I was in the All-State show, and we had over, I think, 3,500 people we performed for. So it's a good amount of people. And everyone just you get to meet new people, you get to interview for colleges, you get to do different workshops and learn different things. There was a workshop teaching people how to fly this year, how to rig people so that they can make people fly.
This year during Theater Fest, I decided to see a lot more plays than I did last year, which was really nice. I love the play aspect of Theater Fest. The first show I saw was The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. It was such a good murder mystery, and it had so many plot twists and turns and stuff. It was amazing. The next thing I saw was the Allstate show, She Kills Monsters, and it was incredible. I will not lie, I cried. And then I saw Alice by Heart, which is such an amazing musical. It's a retelling of the story of Alice in Wonderland by someone who is in a bunker with hiding from World War II and all that. I'm gonna go next year because I'm just so excited to see more plays and see what other people decide to do.
This is Caitlin Woolner signing off with GNHS News.
Hey guys, it's Lindsay.
Hi guys, it's Dana.
And today on Night's News, we're going to be asking people how their winter break went.
And along with how they use their time during break.
I went to Mexico with my family, and then we did a bunch of stuff. We went to a bunch of carnivals and all that. I had a lot of fun spending time with my family, and just being with them. I haven't seen them in a long time.
This year it was pretty chill, pretty decent. I went down to Missouri and visited some family. I felt like it was pretty short.
What I did over winter break, basically work all day. Honestly, at first it felt kind of long, but then as soon as Christmas came along, it was pretty short.
This is Dana
with GNHS News
signing off.
If you ask students what their favorite part of North is, they may say their teachers.
Therapy dogs.
The hub, sports, and activities.
Therapy dogs.
or just the general atmosphere?
Therapy dogs.
Okay. It may just be the therapy dogs. Vanessa introduces us to the newest one.
What's up, Knights? So on the first day back during one of our sessions, I was able to get a glimpse of one of our new therapy dogs. So let's get into this.
Requirements to become a therapy dog, a lot of it is basic training, obedience training, exposure to noises, people, places, and then there is a test that they take, like a pass or fail test, to see if they can be qualified as a therapy dog. So we have Kenzie, Otis, who people probably don't see very often. Chessie is a golden retriever, and then we have Birdie, and we have a new therapy dog in training. His name is Murphy, and he's a 10-week-old golden retriever. So far, most of his training is just exposure. A school environment is very different than the typical environment that dogs might encounter, like if they go on a walk or they're at daycare. So for him, it's getting used to passing periods and people he doesn't know and people wearing a hat or wearing backpacks and different things like that. So it's a lot of exposure training for him right now in the early stages. But the hope is that he'll make appearances so he can continue getting used to being in the building and knowing how things work around here.
Well, there you have it. Expect to see that new dog, new therapy, our new furry friend around school eventually.
I'd like to strike up some conversation if you have a couple moments to spare.
Are you really doing bowling times?
You know it. Diego and Armando check out the boys bowling team.
Okay. Today we're here with the Boys Bowling NLCC Conference at Fairhaven Lanes in Wonderline. And so far, let's see how this goes.
So far, North is looking strong in the beginning of the NLCC Conference in Fairhaven Lanes.
I think I did okay this season. I definitely could have done better. And I wanted to break 200 this season. I got close to it, but I wasn't able to do it. And then, okay. I was nervous, but that's normal. And then I'm a one-handed bowler. And last game was pretty good. I think I averaged 140. I could have done better, missed a couple of spares here and there, but other than that, I think it was pretty good.
Let's see what Troy has to say about the NLCC Conference.
I feel like we did really good this season. I had some of my higher games this whole career, so I think we did real good.
And how do you think?
There's always room for improvement, higher scores, more consistency, listening to the coach more. Entering tournament was a little nervous because it was my senior year. Didn't know how we were all going to do. Then we all did pretty bad anyway, so it didn't matter.
And then what's your stuff?
The last game was decent. I think I had like a 170 average. Can't remember who we played, but I think we won. So it felt pretty good.
So in the NLCC championship, North placed 10. They didn't do the best, 10 out of 14. But, it's all right. It is what it is. I'll see you guys next time. It was Diego Perez from GNHS-TV with...
We're over halfway through our senior year. Can you believe that?
It's funny, you should bring that up. I decided to ask seniors how they think the year is going.
Here's my co-anchor with this group.
Good morning, Grades Lake North. I'm Q Atkinson, and today I've got a little bit of an interesting story for you. As a senior myself, I've been thinking about how I'm halfway done with the year, and many of my peers are too. But that's got me wondering, has it been living up to the fantasy I thought it would be as a junior? The first senior I interviewed was one Trevor Deering, and he had quite a lot to say, not just on seniors, but his sort of moral philosophy on it. So how has the senior year been living up to your expectations so far?
Honestly, it's been pretty good. My mom was telling me, yeah, senior year is going to be the easiest thing probably ever. I have some hard classes, but they're fun. I got engineering, AP physics. So those are fun classes for me. I like math, I like physics, I like science. So I'm pretty happy with it.
The second senior I had up was one Nathaniel Casellas, who seems to have planned out his entire future from this point forward.
Okay. Coming out of junior year, I thought senior year would be pretty hard. I gave myself a pretty hard course load on purpose, but not gonna lie, it hasn't been that stressful. I've been pretty carefree the whole year, and all of my classes I've been doing without any problem at all. I think past high school, I don't think I'll have any problem with college whatsoever, just based on how my APs and honors are going. It hasn't really been anything I can't handle, and I'm looking forward to graduating by the end of the semester.
Well, Grace Lake North, I find myself, it's kind of funny, I find myself agreeing with my fellow seniors, but that's all from me. Q Atkinson signing off.
Happy New Year! I used the bitter cold keeping us out of school to my advantage to make this story since I had no other ideas. So, as you could see from my face, I was really looking forward to e-learning. I don't know about you, but I do not miss doing school things at home. I missed getting excited for snow days, but I guess the pandemic really changed how we handle school days when outside conditions here are unbearable. After being stuck at home, e-learning isn't as bad as I remember. I get things done, like making fresh siomai and shoveling, but the actual e-learning part is the only thing that's hard for me. I so desperately wanted a legitimate snow day, but with e-learning becoming a not-so-popular alternative 4 years ago, I guess besides a free mental health day, there was no reason not to do it again for snow days. My brother, on the other hand, actually liked e-learning during the pandemic, but with things mostly back to normal, I wanted to see if he's missing snow days as much as I am.
Yes, I do, but I really miss them. They're like a childhood staple with no school going on unexpectedly, but technology has to progress, and overall, if we have too many snow days, I heard that like takes time off from like a summer or something, so.
Well, I guess that's it for this story. This is Michaela Zarung from GNHS-TV. Stay warm, you guys.
That's going to bring this episode of Night's News to a close.
Be sure to follow us on all your favorite social medias.
I'm Emery Nsunza.
And I'm Q Atkinson. Have a great week, Knights.